So we're at the beginning stages of a pool demolition and a backyard transformation project. Basically what we have is a new couple moved into a house, and the swimming pool. Hey Evan, how you doing, buddy?
Hey.
The swimming pool, there's Evan, he's the one that we're doing the work for. The swimming pool is not fitting their lifestyle or their needs, and so we're going to get rid of it. And then we're going to completely change the backyard. But this is our path in. You can see we have absolutely no access to this site. So we've got a lot of trees to clear, a lot of brush just to gain access to it. And believe me, it doesn't smell pretty back here. This is the swimming pool. What we're going to do is we're going to just completely tear this out and then regrade, reslope. One of the things that we have here is a couple oak trees. We have a couple really nice mature oak trees. We want to save those, and to do that we're actually going to regrade the entire backyard and eliminate these retaining walls, because these retaining walls, as much as I love building retaining walls for people, they're budget busters. And in this particular instance, we should be able to regrade this yard and eliminate the retaining walls. See, the retaining walls were here because there is a swimming pool, and they wanted to save that oak tree, and they wanted to have a flat area for the swimming pool, and so you have to create that sharp line. Well, with the pool gone, we have one less restriction, which allows us to change the grades, which allows us to eliminate the need for the retaining wall. So I'm going to show you that process. One of the things that I want to point out in the backdrop is this line of brush. This is buckthorn. That's the oak tree, but the rest of this is buckthorn. It's an invasive species. Nobody really wants it, and so what we're going to do as part of this project, we're going to go in and we're going to remove that entire shrub line, clear it up, clean it up. We're not cutting it, we're actually pulling it out by the roots. Even doing that isn't ensured that it's going to get all of the buckthorn out, but it's much better than cutting it, because when you cut buckthorn, all you do is you give it an opportunity for even faster growth, because now it's got all this energy down below in the root system, and it can just start sprouting up and spreads even faster. So we go and pull it up, yank it. To do this job, because we have limited access, we're going to be using one of our smaller excavators and one of our smaller skid loaders. So let's go see what we've got for equipment that we're going to be bringing in. You can see here, this whole thing is going to change. And we have to create a road right through here just to gain access into the site. So we have a Bobcat 325 is what it looks like. This will be the machine that we're going to be doing all that clearing with, removing the swimming pool. Definitely not our biggest machine, but we bought it just because when you don't have room to get anything else in, this thing will fit in there. We have a 1,000-pound plate packer, which is how we make sure that when we place the soils, we're getting it compact so we don't get any settlement. And an S185. So there's the Bobcat we're going to be using. Medium-sized machine. Rubber tires, gets in and out, works fine. So we'll show you the process as it goes. We were at this site yesterday. I'll show you how much things can change in one day. The truck is bringing in dirt. He's got probably 40 yards that he's brought in so far today alone. And what we're doing is we're establishing the road into the site. Come on back. He'll come back in. We'll watch him get this load dumped, and we'll go back to the site. I don't like the sound of that throw-out bearing. Be clear. He checks for power lines above him. That's Twain. I chewed him a new asshole yesterday. He showed up to my site 45 minutes late. It wasn't a day to show up 45 minutes late. Kind of felt bad about it, so I was teasing him a little bit today about it. Used to make up to him to let him know it's still important to me, but you can't be late. I don't think he'll be late again. I can be pretty ornery if you're late to one of my sites. It's one of my pet peeves. If I'm going to get up at 5:30, drive halfway across town to meet a customer at 7, I expect my dump truck driver to do the exact same thing. He's looking at me right now. He's making eye contact. Nope. Keep going. Keep going. He's looking at me in the mirror. You're good. Down. Site's dumped. So here's the road we built coming in to this site. So he's got the road built. We've got Blaine down in the bottom of the swimming pool. And what he's doing is he's grabbing the dirt, lifting it up over the edge. And then he's taking the Mini X. He's actually got that down into the bottom of the swimming pool. We've removed the gunite, cleaned that up, and then we rip out the sides of the swimming pool. We don't have a lot of space on this job site. Normally it'd be great to come in from the outside. One of those rare occasions when we actually work on it from the inside out. So he crawled the excavator down into the bottom, and he's right now using compression compaction, leveling out the dirt. Then he'll grab and lift in the plate packer. Bam, 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 plate pack this thing up. And so we're actually dumping right here over the side and down into the swimming pool. So you can see this one is what I call bass backwards. Sometimes we got to do these pools like this. As long as you get everything out, you get all the compaction in, you can actually see where he's removed the gunite, punctured the gunite right along this edge, right there. Steel walls, they get yanked out. They get recycled. There's $250 in steel walls. Every one of these jobs where I get the steel walls, that's a separate load. And I know I got a $250 check coming back on it. Instead of having a dump fee, I get a dump check. Twain. Hey Twain! I got you on camera. Hey Twain! Yeah. Did I chew your ass out pretty good yesterday?
A little bit. A little bit.
I had his bottom lip twitching. I'm looking at him and I see his bottom lip go like that, and I'm like,
for real?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's like, oh, maybe I'm a little bit too hardcore on you.
Nah.
You know I still love you, brother.
I love you too.
All right. So we're at the Edina pool site right now, and what you're seeing is the patio is exactly where the pool used to be. So the skid loader, the bricks, the compactor that you see right over there, that used to be in a hole 9 feet deep when we first got here. And now this customer is going to be able to walk off from their deck onto their patio. The grilling area is going to be over here, and then Stumpy's deck renewal is going to come out. They're going to add on a deck, and we're going to be able to step down onto this patio. The backyard itself, backyard transformation is coming along. You can actually see where Drew and Blaine are standing. Used to be retaining walls. In fact, that's right where Drew got stung twice, and he's allergic to bees. So what we did to save some money on this project, instead of rebuilding retaining walls, we eliminated the retaining walls and we created a 3-to-1 slope right in this area. So it's a nice transition. It saved the customer thousands of dollars in retaining walls where they really weren't necessary. Now, when there was a swimming pool there, you had to have a retaining wall because this flat patio went right, it's maxed out on space, and then it was cut down there. Now we have more yard. We want to create that area that there is no trip hazards, where if a kid is running along the backyard playing catch, they don't fall over anything. They can just run down the hill. Yeah, balls will run down the hill, but guess what else will go down that hill? Sleds will go down that hill nicely in wintertime. So this backyard is coming along. This is the midpoint update. They're going to be cutting in. They're snap lining this edge. They're going to cut this with a saw. This stuff is waste that's going to be tossed out. And then it's the grading and the final clearing, and then we're on to the next project, which is demoing a concrete swimming pool. So that'll be a fun transformation project. I can see the wheels spinning in Drew's head right now.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Let's go.
Okay, so we're at the final stage. We're actually done, aren't we?
We're done.
We wrapped up, and you can see we've got the deck in place. The sod has been laid out over the backyard, and there's going to be a little bit of deck repair, but other than that, we're all wrapped up. How'd everything go?
Everything was awesome. was great. We really appreciated both of our workers who were here every day. Blaine and Andrew, awesome guys and super courteous. So thank you.
Even though it didn't, the weather didn't cooperate with us very well during your project, but
No, but it works. It's done.
we got done. We got
Yep.
through it. This side, I'm just going to walk through and show everything that was done. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate all of your patience with everything during this whole process and having your whole yard tore up for so long.
That was great. We appreciate it. And tell the guys we're really appreciative.
Patio's in place. Sod has been laid out. Everything is completed. So, I think the project looks really nice.